Welcome back to another Tournament Desert game, and this time we're digging very deep, actually very deep, but first let's introduce the players we have down here at the bottom side. Wise Flash, the Tank General, and we have here at the top ToXiC with a Demolition General. Those players actually don't play this game anymore since a few years, as far as I know, because this replay is from 2005. Holy shit, this time I'm digging very deep. 10 years ago this is actually. And the reason why I'm digging this deep? Because I can, and because this replay is going to turn out very awesome. And I got directed to this replay, and I thought to myself, hey, why don't give it a video, a commentary, whatever. So we have a double war factory build there for Mr. Flash. And ToXiC here at the top position, going for a boxed in supply. And looks like a terror check there. And notice that here's a Demolition General. Consider that he only needs 3 terrorists to blow up 1 war factory. Also here nicely boxed in the second supply. So 2005, this was the time where the dozer was blown up by a car. No, seriously, this was the time where the server still was running, and EA just released patch 1.4. Because this here is 1.4 in 2005, so I think they just released it there at the time where Apoc still was the community manager of this game. Yeah, a lot of things changed. Now the game is pretty much dead and butchered by a not running server and a patch which was released 10 years ago. So very sad that EA didn't finish their game, didn't patch it. I mean, just take a look at Blizzard. Blizzard even patches their old games like StarCraft 1 and Warcraft 2. I mean, even if it's only one fix, it's still a patch. Okay, so Gatling Tank just doing absolutely nothing here, but getting some scouting information. And we have a Marauder Tank there for ToXiC and able to scrap itself up. That is pretty good in this early state of the game against a China player. Especially against the Tank General, where a Marauder can be difficult to handle. We have this one Jeep incoming, and there are mines everywhere. I'm not very sure if this Jeep is going to get through, but it tries it anyway, and it's getting to the right side and directly driving into the mines. Losing all the terrorists, all gone. Very poor terrorists. Killed there by the mines. 2 Dragons incoming, 3 Gatlings and 2 listening outposts. That is a pretty good army at the 3-minute mark. The GLA player has sent all of his troops into the tunnels and is waiting for the right moment. There's absolutely no tunnel there in the middle. It's a bit sleeping, they are on the job. His workers, I mean. They don't build tunnels, they don't want to, they are on strike. They want their shoes, otherwise they will not establish tunnels in the middle. So there we have the scrapped up Marauder Tank, and he should save it. He needs to watch out that this Marauder Tank doesn't get picked off by the rockets. And if Flash is clever, he's going to target this Marauder Tank. But nice thing that he targets the quad cannons first. Maybe he should have targeted from the right with the dragons and from the left with the listening outposts, but you cannot blame him, because this was a pretty difficult attack right there. Oh, now losing all the troops and getting all those RPGs killed. And this is a pretty good opportunity for the Marauder tanks to scrap themselves up. We have 2 high scrapped up Marauder tanks. This is very dangerous for the tank player. The tank player now needs helixes in order to counter those Marauder tanks, otherwise he will be in a lot of trouble. We have pellets going up now for the GLA player, and the Tank General just has finished another huge army Also, this one Gatling tank really wants to kill this one worker there. He really wants to. He just stands in front of it and is like, I get you. And he finally gets him. So, first tunnel going up on the left side in this game. Was about time. So, workers stopped their strike even though they don't have shoes. And we have a technical coming in there on the right flank. The force arrived off flash, but there's still something inside the tunnel. And losing one Marauder tank there. That was a big loss there for the GLA player, and he's forced to go back into the tunnel. His main base will be destroyed very soon, and the technical somehow went off the screen. I don't find him anymore. Where's the technical? Where did the technical go? So, Dragon there, ready to finish off those workers and everything what is there. We have 4,000 cash for Mr. ToXiC, and we have 1,300 for Flash. So, ToXiC sitting on a lot of cash, but now forced to rebuild his main base because it's going up in flames. Also those troops going up in flames, and the Marauder picked off. At the same time, some Marauders attacking the main base of Flash. Flash is losing his war factory, but the Dragon is able to get out. But there are mines, so ToXiC needs to be very, very careful that he's not running across those mines like this Marauder just did. Luckily, this was not the high strapped up one. And now Gatling tanks versus one Marauder. The Marauder is going to win this, but he's driving away anyway. Barracks will be gone, and finishing off his own Gatling there. And his own second Gatling. This was a miss micro there. Killing his own 2 Gatling tanks with his flame wave. Very sad. And Red Guard's chasing this Marauder. The Marauder has no toxin shells, so he cannot kill those Red Guards. He could drive over them, but is not going to do so. Also nice demo trap there by ToXiC. Tunnel gone, and the second supply stash will be gone in no time. Gatling first died because of the flame wave, and then the scrap was destroyed by the demo trap. Funny shit right there. So we have 2 more supply stashes going up here in the middle with the last remaining cache of the ToXiC.
Building construction has been completed.
Demo trap there finished. So ToXiC loves to go for demo traps by the looks of it. And the Flash actually sitting on 3 buildings left, and he has no dozer, but he has a huge army. He has 22 units. And spotting all those demo traps. There's still this one Marauder tank who can do absolutely massive damage. And Flash really needs to be careful when cracking this shell there in the middle. He needs to be careful that he doesn't lose any unit, because every lost unit is crucial. He still has this one war factory though, but every lost unit will be crucial, like I said, especially if you're fighting against one crazy Marauder tank next to a tunnel. Dragon tanks easily been picked off there by the OP Marauder tank, but a lot of rockets there finishing off the Marauder tank. This was game changing there right now. I think ToXiC just lost it right there. The Marauder tank been picked off, and big loss there, very big loss. That was unfortunate there for the GLA player, and the China player just finishing off his own listening outpost. There was an arms dealer going up there on the left side, and we have a worker coming in there on the right, where 4 supply trucks just gang banging on the last remaining supply. So, worker incoming. Not getting run over there by the supply truck, and placing a demo trap next to the 2 buildings. The supply truck spotting it, and demo trap finishing. The worker flying across the screen. Wow, that was a good fly there. Arms gone, and only a few health points left on the 2 buildings. Actually, 1 health point left on the war factory. Another worker running around there, and some brave workers collecting the cash for those precious demo traps. So the China player really needs to do a move now. He needs to finish off the last remaining building of the GLA player. But the China player doesn't have a lot left. He needs to be careful of those demo traps. Worker coming in there from the right, and those supply trucks need to be microed right now. Otherwise those two buildings going up. Boom. More workers there incoming, and ToXiC sitting on 400. I think it's enough for 2 demo traps. Yep. And there are the getting tanks incoming. ToXiC really needs to collect many supplies, and both buildings going up, and a worker flying out of the map. And there he is. Oh, 2 demo traps there next to the last building, next to the last remaining building. Supply trucks coming in, but too late. And will those demo traps be able to finish off the last building? And no! Demo trap survives with 1 HP, and ToXiC not able to rebuild. Another demo trap because he has no cash left. Oh, he has 200 somehow. He got 200 because he sold this 1 demo trap there. Oh, but he lost a worker. Worker been driven over by the supply truck. The supply truck just saved him the game there. What an epic game race. What an epic base race this was. Very, very epic. But I think the China player was a bit faster there with destroying the last remaining building of the GLA, so it wouldn't have mattered if the GLA player would have finished the supply. God damn it! The demo trap, because it was too late already. But just 1 second. I think the China player just 1 second was ahead with the destruction of the building. Otherwise the demo trap would have blown up the reactor, but the supply truck was there just in case. Nice game. Now the problem is that there are some players out there who will now start complaining about that I casted a replay out of 2005, because their argument is you should not cast a replay where the players are not playing anymore. That's wrong. And I have to say I somehow agree with their statement, because those players who are left, the few 100 players, I mean, they still put effort into this game. They show the world this game is still playable and that you should pick it up for $10 on eBay or Amazon and play it. That's a good thing, and those players should definitely get highlighted. And also it's a good thing that Revora is setting up this new server, even though I cannot play on it for some reason. But it's a good thing, and it's a good sign, and yes, those players should get highlighted. But there are 10,000 replays on GameReplays.org. Just this one number, 10,000. It's huge. It's over 9,000. And somewhere down below this huge number of replays, there has to be this one tiny replay which kicks the shit out of all the replays on GameReplays.org. And this one tiny replay we have to find. And I have to cast it, because that's really a thing which needs to be on this channel, even though the replay is from 2005. So those are my 2 cents to this complaint about from some players. And thank you for watching. This is your cncHD. Bye bye.